spat in my face.
You spat in your face?
Right in my bloody face, I did that. Well, by the officers, our officers. It's illegal.
You hit him?
I shot him.
Well, you shot him?
Oh, I was spitting at me.
So how long were you away in the desert and all other places, Sicily?
Over 2 years, so, huh?
That's without coming back to this.
Oh, yes. When we won the battle, we move on, you see. And them bastards, they go through your pockets.
Is that right?
Oh, aye. Now, with the brigadier, George Marie from Thurso, he came on them. Bam, we were over.
Is that right?
That's a bloody fact. Your bayonet's on, you see. You don't know what you're going to run into. Actually, the bayonet's on. No standing, lying on top of them. Well, the machine gun burst split the bayonet. No, you were down. In other words, the first battle you were in, you were down your bloody eyes shut. Aye. You had no idea what was going to drop in all around you. Yeah. The big battle there, Battle of the Hills. I was wounded there, our brother, he was wounded there. I would say one of the hardest battles of the war.
Tripoli?
Well, no, it was past Tripoli, it wasn't before Tripoli. Corradini.
Did you ever get to know about the concentration camps?
No.
You never knew about that?
No.
So what happened was, I was working as a joiner down at Bona Bridge, and Brian and myself had been in touch with Charlie Wilson. We were halfway through the film, and I heard about Ernie Fraser from a friend, and I thought, well, I'll give him a ring and see what he has to say if he would do an interview. So I phoned him up, and he was quite abrupt. He said, "Where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm in Bona Bridge." "Well, how long would it take to get round here?" I said, "Maybe 20-30 minutes." "Well, you better get on with it. We'll get it done." So I didn't have to think twice. I just jumped in the car and I went round to see him in Golspie. And it was very interesting, and I hope you enjoy the interview.
Thank you very much for your time, Ernie. And I'd just like to ask you a few questions of your experience in the Second World War and when it was you joined up.
I went into the territorials in 1937. And well, you know yourself, and it's 2 years in the war on. But in between that, we went to camp in Barry Dundee every year, you see. And you got severe training there.
This was in the territorial?
This is in the territorials before war.
Ah, I see.
Now, if you didn't join the territorials then, you went into this, what they call the militia.
Now, what was that?
Well, you got no option. You had no option then. You're pushed around where they wanted to put you. You see. So being in this area, same as Lavender and everything else, your mates joined.
Right, of course.
Who joined? If not, you're on your own. I see. So it went from there, and we were mobilised, and we were off in August before the war, actually, to the bridge up in Brashend. It's the main line, you see, it's the main artery. In case the Germans would come in there and blow it up.
Really?
That was the idea, you see. So we did a stunt there, and
that was 39?
That was 39, before the war, August 39, before the war. But mobilisation was on the 1st of September, you see.
Now, tell me, was there many men from Golspie?
Oh yes, there's a lot of a big territorial crowd here.
Oh yes, quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
There's no shortage.
There was an army sergeant here.
Oh yes.
He had a house here. Oh aye. But we mobilised then, and we came back to the drill hall, and somebody else took over, you see, at the bridge. We came home, and you went to your house, you went home, but you reported to the hall every day, 9 o'clock in the morning, but you did nothing. You just ran across to the pub and watched me. And then boxing, and that's all you could do, kind of sports in the hall on Monday and everything. And then we...
Lots of fitness training, of course.
Oh, aye. And then we were selected to start Piffer. And we started our real training. Oh, aye. Then serious training, you see. And Well, we went from there and
What sort of training would you have been doing?
all this bayonet stuff.
Really?
Oh,
Just
aye,
sandbags?
and dummies.
Aye.
Oh, aye. And running and doing and screaming, as well. That's what you do anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
You see. No, and then in the morning, before your breakfast, you had to do 3 miles out and 3 miles back.
Is that right?
Similar work and shorts and a vest.
Aye.
I never seen the point of it, but never mind, that was part of the thing. And from there, we did moved out. There was a scare in Norway.
So there's you off now abroad?
Well, no, volunteers.
Just volunteers?
Now, I had a brother that volunteered. He's dead now.
I'm sorry.
And, well, your mates were volunteering. Let's put it that way to you. I'll go too.
Right.
You see.
You didn't want to be the odd one out?
No. And you got all your heavy clothing. Everything.
Everything's planned.
Heavy stuff going into Norway. But on the high seas, when we turned back, it never came off.
Right. Where did you leave from?
Oh, no, I can't remember that. We're done. Was it Aberdeen there?
We were still in Scotland.
Aye. And came back into St. Patrick. And then we went to Caithness. Caithness Coast. Very vulnerable.
Wow.
Down my head was big handles.
Really?
That's with all. Everybody didn't have a rifle.
No.
Oh, no. But then eventually we had the rifles, and then the home guard took over, you see.
Right.
Home guard got the big handles, you see. So we were up in Caithness, a place called Leith.
Why not?
It was well. We're in there for a while, and then we came back on train to Donach. The Donach line was running there.
I see.
To the LMS hotel, the big hotel.
Right.
You see, we're in there for a while. But stop. We had a march from when we left Caithness. You didn't get transport.
No.
No. You had to march from there, we were Leinster at the time. We had to march from Leinster to Edgerton. And we were very serious.
How many miles is that now?
How many miles is it? But you had to do it. You couldn't. There's no
Edgerton, that's quite a... Oh heavens, that's a long way.
full kit.
I know what it is now, yes.
I'm to the distillery there.
That's where the caravans are.
That's right. That's the place.
Right. Good heavens.
Marched in there, and I don't know how long it took us. Well, it was up to you how long. If you could walk, some of them started running. Well, I don't know if they're there yet or no. That's been well. We were walking out our legs. We just did it at our pace.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't do it, you're penalised. You're put on junkers, as they call it.
Is that right?
Aye, well, you're must be a soldier.
Aye.
That's just the way it was, you see. So we had a good time in the end there and after. And from there we went to, let's see now, where did I go?
Oh, I know.
I think Stonehaven.
For more training?
More training, aye, more training. Good women.
Good women there. We all drown, I expect.
Oh, definitely. Well, we used to go into the Queen's. Oh, this will be on video. We used to go into the Queen's Hotel.
Uh-huh.
From there, no, just a second. From there, I think we came back north again. But it's a while ago. I've got to be right on this. There's no difference to the camera, but
No difference.
This pause.
No.
When we were in Edgerton, I went back to Caithness in a camp in a wood at Leith. That's the second time, but there was no.
Did you have to march back again?
No.
You got transport
We
second.
got transport this time.
Right.
And it was all tent in the wood. And you never in your life since it's gutters.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's terrible. And a man are getting paid 2.5 crowns every Friday. So, yes, sir.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. But everybody was the same. Never thought nothing of it, really. Now, the next time we came down, we went to Dingwall.
Mm-hmm.
The start of evening, pen and torch. I put that top of that. That was more training all the time, you see, and the mobile baths and all this come in. But we're in it. You know what a granary is, I'm sure you do. on the farms. They keep all the corn and that.
Oh yes, I know.
And all the windows are maybe 3 feet apart.
Right.
These little windows with netting in them. And you couldn't shut them when it was drifting. Oh, man, it gone to bed. We agree, cut. One cup covers.
Now you mentioned their mobile baths, was it?
Mobile bus, right?
It's for the men to have a bath in.
Yeah.
Aye.
They came, oh no, I would say, I don't, couldn't say offhand, maybe once, you got a bath once a fortnight.
Aye.
They went down to all, whatever the troops were.
Sounds good fun.
Oh, aye. And then the doctor was standing, we used to call it short-term inspection. You know what that means?
Well, I can imagine.
He had a doctor key, you see.
Aye, aye.
What? And looked at it this way, and he looked at it that way.
Is that right?
Oh, aye. See, there's no disease.
Is that right?
Oh, aye. Serious stuff.
Serious stuff.
Oh, aye.
So you all had to.
But you had your why, you're all, you couldn't miss the showers.
No.
We're in Dingwall. I need the book with me. But we're in Dingwall, right, you know. Want to go wrong. Oh, back to Aberdeen. No, Aberdeen now. You see. Oh, now I took sick in Aberdeen. Boils. I was in Woolman Hill.
Why was that now? Just.
And they're not east, you see.
Oh, I see. Right.
Some good food, the bad food then.
Aye, aye.
That's all it meant. Then, what was it? I don't know, you were shuffling around everywhere. We came back from there to Edmonton. To the drum there, you see.
Right.
For duty there. Guard duty there. And there was also a wireless station there.
Sorry, at what
A
stage?
wireless station. I think it's a, what do you call it? Just as you came up on the top of the hill. I think it's a copy
All right.
on your left-hand side. So we're there. Gordon Nash, I was saying. You ever heard of Gordon Nash? No, the pipe major, the
Oh yes,
the bearded piper.
Yes.
He was the man in charge. So we're getting more serious now, more serious all the time. And you had to go on cadders here and cadders there. And now they wanted a snipers. Well, all I had to do was look at my book. I was talking deer, I shouldn't hear all my blinking life, you see.
Is that what your job was?
I was. Well, at the better jobs were by that.
You worked on the estate.
Aye.
You worked on.
No, I was poaching on the estate.
Oh, you were poaching on the estate.
I had it when we were young.
Oh, I see.
Nobody asked me. Report on the sniping force.
Just knew who you were.
So, it's the easiest thing ever in my life, because I never used, I could shoot with open sights. No telescope.
How old were you at that time? 13.
Just a second, I was born in 1918. And I've been 1920 when 19 or 20 when I was called up. You see. Well, before that, you see, well, we were living off the land, we were living out the back,
Sure.
you see. And it was all.
Well used to using a rifle.
Oh, yes, it was fresh answer. But everything was just grouse.
Just the open sights.
Open sights, no. But, well, I could always shoot to that. Deadly.
You're
deadly.
Good shot.
Oh, yeah. But never mind that. Where were we now?
You were at Edmonton.
Edmonton, aye. So it was a good time with a good time there too. No, getting out. Well, you must have it makes a good bit of bad.
Of course you have.
Got into Dingwall every Friday night or Saturday night to the beach or something.
Right.
The odd fight. You see, you had the Seaforths and you had the Camerons, but that doesn't mean to say that you agreed.
No. One would always be better.
Oh, aye. You'd have a fight there, right? No, it was good times, boys. I don't know. Now to get more serious training we are trained now.
But you were also trained now as a sniper.
Oh, aye. I was sniffing for the water anyway.
Yes.
You see.
But did you have to do any special training for?
Oh, well, yes. You see, somebody will say you can fire a shot at a standing target.
That's right.
But can you hit a moving target?
Probably not.
Well, this is it, you see. And you had the moving targets, and then they had what they called snap shooting,
Right.
which meant you knew the line without coming. They're just popping up here, popping up there. And it's a hit them, you see.
How did you get on with that?
Oh, excellent, excellent. Besides, I'll tell you how that was, because I can go to hear the deer and pick your beast. And I can also shoot when he's running.
I see.
I am. This is the advantage.
So you'd had
Over
practice.
it all. And self-taught.
I see.
You see. You can drop them when they're running, you see. Anybody can shoot when they're standing.
Right.
You see.
I know. What kind of rifle would you have used?
Oh, COC.
With a telescopic sight?
Yeah. Oh, it's a special rifle. It's well padded. Big rubber pad. Shake rifle.
Right.
Everything.
Even then, it was a sophisticated weapon.
Oh, yes. And there's never so you had a sling on it, and there's never so many. I can't describe holes that was on it, you see, you could, you know. And there's a position which was deadly, of course. What they called the Hawkins position. So you didn't dig it, with a mark with your heel into the gun, you put the butt of the rifle there. And you just fired at the German or whatever it was. You can't imagine.
Really?
Rifle never moves.
Bounced off the rifle into the ground.
Yeah. But it was called the Hawkins position.
Because you're lying on the ground.
That's right, Oh,
Steady.
no bother at all.
Of course, the 303 was a very accurate gun anyway.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Heavy bullet.
Heavy bullet,
Was it as accurate as the Moser, the German?
Damn, I had one of them. I took one of them home and I gave it away. Full again.
Well.
Oh, aye. I think it was. Well, it all depends who's working it. We'll put it that way here. But it was as good as the man that's behind it.
The weapons were pretty evenly
Oh,
matched.
yes.
Pretty evenly
It's
matched.
as good as the man that's working it.
Okay.
And better.
So then you've done your training now as a sniper, and what happened then?
Now, we had to go now down to England.
Was that the first time you'd ever been?
Oh no, I'm way ahead.
Yeah.
This is after coming back from England. We got our marching orders for the Middle East.
All right.
You see, we all went down to Guruk.
All right.
On the Norwegian the Bergensford was the name of it.
Right. Big ship.
Oh, big ship. You see. Oh, it was south of the Main North.
All right.
But only one, you see, there was a big convoy. We went away out round the Cape, whatever that is.
Right.
Came into Suez. No, we stopped in Cape Town then. So then one man, well, we were told when you got off for leave in Cape Town. For 2 days. You come back 15 days. One man went off and you couldn't go into a black area.
No.
Well, once this fella never came back.
Is that right?
Oh no.
Why? They just didn't like the whites.
Oh, yes. No, he's South Africa was bad at the time.
A wild.
And especially, you know, ever heard of the white man's grave?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Freetown,
Right.
South Africa. You want to get off the boat, did?
Is that right?
Oh no, it's favorite dragon. So we were on the sea for 6 weeks. Seen nothing but water.
That's a long time.
And happiest time of our lives.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, it was sports, it was everything. Games, tug of war, the whole thing was really big. The canteens and everything was thrown at you.
Yeah.
It's all hammocks, of course. So we got in there anyway and landed in.
Was this all boys from the East Coast here, Golspie?
Oh, but there was a lot more now, man.
Oh,
yeah. You had to be a certain strength then. The battalion had to be a certain strength.
Oh, I
I said
see.
900, I think it was.
So from the West Coast as well?
Oh, aye, West Coast, and where they could get men then.
All right.
To get the battalion, you see. We should have gone to war, you see. We went in there now and went down to our camp, and you're a fortnight before you had a big topi, what they call a topi. You get acclimatized to the heat.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. But then again, it was all right too. Yeah, well, this is, I mean, I was all right and a lot more like me. I could cook, I could do anything, whatever I seen there on me.
Right.
You see. But I love that could have done nothing.
No.
And you used to be petrol cans. They're very thin tin. We're using that as frying pans and soup pans. Well, they're no soup, but just camel meat.
Right. Camel meat.
Oh, yeah.
What did that taste like?
I cannot remember now. It wasn't pretty good. You had to eat it or starve.
Is that right?
You see, it's just the way it was.
Yeah.
Um,
So the British Army wasn't really very well organised.
oh, no. It's not as far as we're concerned.
No.
Oh, no. But then it's always we always see it that way, don't we?
Oh, yes.
You see. Then you see the officers. They're different.
Oh, yeah.
And that shouldn't be, but never mind, that's the way it was. So we're in there now, and that church has come out, and somebody else come out. Yes, there's a photo in that book that will give you of this to campus to Hague. That's what they call there. And the inspector is there, and it's all photo, you know. Get your son, and and I'm having training there, camp marching and compass. And it's endless. There's no end to the desert.
No end.
Oh, it's endless. It's endless. You don't see nothing but it's just a glare of the sun. We used to wash. You washed at 12 o'clock, you was dried by 1 o'clock.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, some before it. You'd all have to do, you see, yourselves.
Quite a difference from.
And then there's thing about to go with dysentery.
All right.
The flies. Oh, terrible. It's settling on me there.
Aye.
He's under nothing about it. And there's more men then. We weren't actually in battle then. But there's more men that was in battle done with dysentery than there was with wounds.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
There wouldn't have been much medics there, was there?
No. No, what I didn't know at the time, a hell of a thing in here. All pumpers.
Oh.
Right up. You see? And I figured I wasn't. It's only a bit, that's never mind. And the Cairo to hospital in Cairo. Why? You know what it was? You ever hear scabies?
I have.
Well, that's because of dirt.
So,
You'll see then you're never getting nothing then.
no.
You had no water, you couldn't do nothing, you had a bottle of water. You could not do everything. And I went into that hospital there. And it's a scummy brush. I've never seen anything so and the blood would run down your legs.
Is that right?
Right. And you do that, and there's no that you have to do it, there's still do you do it.
Oh dear.
And the Indians will come in. You see? And the Highlands over there. We say, the Indians, they wanted to go off the pass.
They wouldn't.
Oh, no, it's sacred, boy.
Is that right?
Oh, aye.
They were quite right.
Aye. No, they didn't get off it.
They didn't get off.
No, they stood there. The scrubby brush head.
Is that right?
Running on your legs. Anyway, we got over that, and we now had to go up to the Alamein, ready for the action. Also a good time there. I'll tell you, we took over from the New Zealanders.
Aye.
Oh, excellent time. But we're well back from maybe 10 miles back from the main line.
Right.
It was well forward, you see. So we do 10 days there. You're getting shelled, while the shells are passing away. It's just getting it used.
Was it the first
Aye.
action that you'd seen?
Yeah.
Real action.
Like this heavy big shells, and you think about the farmer talking about this, and they never do, but never mind that. So now, the next move was right down to the left. Right forward wasn't, no, nothing was from this, with us and the Germans.
Right. How did you feel about that?
Well, we didn't know any better at that stage. We felt all right.
Quite
We
okay.
were ignorant,
Mhm.
you see.
You didn't know what you
We didn't know what you were going into,
No.
you see. All right. So you patrol, when you see the book, there's 2 men in it. A patrol maybe 6,
Mhm.
you see. But there's always a man, you could go forward, you could do me a lesson, another bit. There's always a man at the tail end, looking the other way. You're looking forward
Of course.
and listening. He knew. We never seen him since. Ever been.
Is that right?
Oh, aye.
What happened?
I picked him up, but if he refused to be taken, you see, you'd shoot him, you see.
The Germans would shoot.
Oh, aye. You got to, if you're going to surrender, that's it. If you don't, oh,
They would just shoot you.
oh, aye.
Now you think this Bain got shot?
Well, he's missing as far as the book says.
Right.
There's no record on we were turning up.
Did you know what kind of enemy it was at this point?
Well, I'll come to that later on.
All right.
No idea at that stage. So, well, it was slaughtered there.
Slaughter.
Yeah, I think it's the right thing. It's not enough what I wanted to say to you. You didn't know what you were going into.
No.
You know, you never did it the next time you went in.
No.
No, you went in. In other words, the first battle you went in, you went down with your bloody eyes shut.
Aye.
You had no idea what was going to drop in all around you.
You would have had ideas of what you were going into.
You went along clean you.
Mm-hmm. It
So
wasn't
the battle was over in you.
Aye.
Oh, definitely. But it was hard going at the time. You're lucky to come out of it, and you wonder how you do come out of it.
Aye.
With the shit that's funny, That's a bad word.
I think it can be excused.
Uh,
But that's just what it was.
Just what it was.
It was just hell on
It's
earth.
coming down the hailstones.
Aye.
All round.
Nobody should be subjected to that.
Well, I wouldn't think they should, no. So anyway, there's some of that. We got over that, and then you keep marching on all the time. You see. When we Tobruk, then we had a hard time at Tobruk.
Lost a lot of men again.
Yes. You see, there's no actual battle. You see. But the bloody mines.
Foot mines.
Oh, aye. Mines, you see. Right, you're blown up with a mine, you see. What do? I go, you're my mate. I go to see what I can do for you, and I'm blown up too. I made you let touch you. Touch you. The whole place is weird.
Is that right?
Oh, that weird. It was it's all ball beer. He said, we used to call it a Jenny. There was a star on the top of it. That's all you want to see nothing. He said, once you touch this pen,
Just touch it.
it jumped up right up your chest side. And a lot of men, not say dead, severely wounded, and some of them still will be certain of that. You see. So then we just kept going and had them running. There's an awful lot of hunting and running, you see. There's an awful lot of no set. You just run into it. They were moving that fast,
Right.
running away from us, you see. That would leave what they call a rear guard action. Maybe a battalion, you see, just to delay us.
Right.
And it was some of the worst fighting of the lot.
Is that right?
But you didn't know where it was coming from,
No.
you see. It's just the way it was.
So there'll be a lot of casualties.
Oh, yes. Well, in a small battle, that's more than what in a big one,
Aye.
you see.
Is that right?
Oh, aye. Well, it went on that way. We came to Tripoli. The big battle there. Battle of the Hills. I was wounded there. Our brother, he was wounded there. I would say one of the hardest battles of the war.
Tripoli.
Well, no, it was past Tripoli. It was before Tripoli. Corradini. You hit the ground. You hit the ground one while of the day. And then do it back the next day.
Is that right?
Oh, aye.
Fierce
You're
fight.
looking at it.
Aye. You could see your enemy.
Oh, aye. I was shot up here with a machine gun,
Is that right?
you see. And, well, you had to hang on because they were slaughtered on both sides.
Both sides.
But they were first-class troops.
Germans?
In that battle. Not ours,
Not always.
but first-class troops.
The Germans.
Paratroopers. But so were we.
I was going to say.
So were we. You have no idea what it's like. If you got a rock, that's what if you got a rock, you stayed there.
Right.
They're coming over the top. But you're getting them, but they're also getting us.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And the worst of the lot, you see, it wasn't so much the machete, it's the mortars. You never heard them coming. You see, they went straight up, You couldn't hide from them.
Yeah.
So it was it really was a. We're going to take our breakfast, which was a biscuit and bully beef, but we never got it yet.
No.
And it started to bottle stuff and everything.
By this time, you've got a good idea who you're fighting.
Oh, we knew now, you see,
Yes.
because they're coming in that close, you see. They're coming on beside you, and you're getting the, what do you call it, the badges. You know, you had to see who you were up against. The high command, you see, they knew all the German companies and all of whatever battalion it was, with that identification,
Right.
you see. Their badges and everything else, they had a list of it. So we knew we were up against them, and they also knew what they were up against. We didn't give ground anyway, we didn't give ground, and then what we didn't know then, they were beat, but the battle was gone on, but the main party was away again. They withdrew, they were on the run again, and left us for us to tidy up.
Now, this was just Seaforth's.
Oh, no, you see the front would be maybe 8 miles wide,
I see.
you see.
Right.
This is our section,
Right, just your section. Right.
but it was 8 miles wide. If it was more, it could be more, there was anything else and everything,
Right.
you see. When it was all over, it says in the book, I cannot remember the figures. You'll read it.
I will.
The dead of the Germans was something else. When we were done.
Is that right?
Oh, aye.
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot then.
But of course, you lost a lot of men.
Oh, well, that's a lot of men. Definitely good men.
Well, of course.
Now we finish that, and you get a break, rest. You see, back for a rest. A rest meant you started training again. If you got a fortnight, all you got for the fortnight was a week, and then you started training again in the desert.
Aye.
For the next battle.
Good heavens.
Oh, I got no peace.
You said you were wounded by a machine gun.
Yeah.
How did you get over that?
Well, that's funny you're saying that. Your water bottle's on this side,
Right.
and I went through the water bottle, and that's it. Saved my hip.
Is that right?
Oh, aye. And to this day, the shrapnel, you see, is coming up through it, and I've tapped around the kidneys.
You've
It's
still
moving, you see. Shrapnel's moving. And they cannot take it out.
no.
Well, they can take it out if I say, well, you need an operation. But if they cut this, what they call the sciatic nerve, you get nothing, because you're saying the. I said, no, I'm quite happy as I am. So I am.
Right.
I'm crippled. But that's about it, you see. But it went through the water bottle, you see. And when I made some of my hip. But the funny thing about it is, it never touched a bone.
Very fortunate.
It's all in the flesh. And it was right up to.
What kind of machine gun was that?
Oh, it was what we call that. Oh, no, what do they call it? What do they call that German machine gun?
Same as the brain gun.
It's a bigger gun.
A Snyder, is it? Or
No,
Spandu.
a Spandu.
Spandu, yes.
That was it.
It was Big Roddy that was telling me about the Spandu.
Yeah. Bump.
Ah, yeah.
And they'll be firing all night. They're scared, you see.
Aye.
And then when there's peace in the line, but maybe in the winter when there's a static line that went for 3 weeks or something, they'll be firing all night. Very late nights, kind of. See if you want to come in that moment.
So you managed to keep going then?
No, I'm to hospital.
Oh, you were in the hospital.
Oh, aye. Well, you have to deal with it, eat and fly and everything else, you see. So we were in there for 3 weeks.
Right.
And a week training again, back down in the further down and nothing to do with us. Everybody was in it. Once you went to the hospital, you started training again.
Aye.
Well, PT and all that kind of stuff, you see.
Get you fit again.
Now, we landed at a place called, you'll see it in the book too, Marath Lane, an anti-tank.
Big Roddy was talking about that.
It was serious, you see. And, oh no, I don't know how long it was. There's a big batter on it,
Aye.
you see, and you couldn't see nothing out of it. You had to go up to the top, it was levelled off at the top for you to shoot off, you see. But the bottom of the ditch, when they be right on the table, and you could not stand at it.
No.
You know what I mean?
Why?
You couldn't stand on it. Because
Oh.
it wasn't wide enough.
It wasn't wide enough.
No. It just kept straight down. And if you had, I've gone up to 18 inches with both of the trench. And it ran, I don't know how long, how it ran. And you couldn't dig in. It was just, with the sun, it was just like concrete. You couldn't do nothing.
No.
And the shell is going to get that, you know. But, I'm afraid the motor bomb. And they cost his hair, it's all tipped. You see. And it's straight down. You see that? Going like that. And then the planes would come and run the ditch. But when they were doing that, you get flies of that. We were up on the top. Either that or you won't ever hear.
No.
You couldn't get out of it.
A huge ditch.
Oh. I went out and got a camera, and it's in the book too. I think it was a camera. He was out for somebody. One of his mates, it was. And he got shot up. But he had, the heels were shot of him. Heels.
Aye.
Don't ask how, I can't explain how it happened, but that's what he was. To come in there. Looked after him, you know. He came with us and with his stretcher beard out. That's the boys that had a hard time too. Stretcher bears.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, because that's all you'd hear. Stretcher bears.
Oh.
They had a severe drop down with their shelling of it. They really had.
They would lose a lot of men.
They did, man. They did.
Although
Yeah.
I don't suppose the Germans wouldn't be shooting stretcher bears. Or were they fussy?
Well, there's nothing to say. They are stretcher bears.
No.
You see, if they're seen them, they know.
Aye.
And you don't need what's a stretcher.
But otherwise, of course.
Oh, no. What to see him. It's just that way. But now, just before Tripoli, what can happen? We're moving up. We're going to land at Tripoli, supposed to be 6 o'clock in the morning with bumped heavy fighting. And you'll read that too. You'll know if I'm telling the truth. It was severe. The map on the road didn't correspond.
No.
Oh, no. A lot of men lost it. Well, you read that, and we were severely held up. And now RSM, as we say, it's Q, they're non-combatant. They don't fight. They have all these coming up behind, you know, with everything. Well, they fight when they had to fight then, and they had to fight that body after it, you see. And 6, it was 1 o'clock before we got it cleared. We went into the sniping post, so the German, the machine gun post.
Right.
Built up like that. How many empty cases?
Really?
Oh, it's unbelievable how we're here when you see it. I was on top. Well, I'll tell you, I'll give an answer of that. I was on top of the hill before we started moving downhill. Your bayonet's on, you see. You don't know what you're going to run into. Actually, your bayonet's on. I was standing right on top of the hill. Well, the machine gun burst split the bayonet.
Really?
Aye. But I was further back, you see. See what was that? Oh, aye. So, a lot of good men there. A lot of officers killed there too.
Behind the hand fighting.
Oh yes, that happens too.
A lot of hand-to-hand fighting.
No holes.
No, yeah. Was it well organised?
Yeah. Oh well, every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
The one that starts.
Aye.
Oh, there's no control then.
Is that right?
Oh, it's up to you, boy. You and him. But this battle that I'm telling you about, a lot of good men came. Now the Arabs were hanging about. You see. When we won the battle, we move on. You see. And them bastards, they go through your pockets.
Is that right?
Oh. Now, with the Brigadier George and Marie from Thurso. You see? He came on them. Bang, 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 we were over.
Is that right?
That's a bloody fact. That's not in the book, but he did it.
He did it.
Oh. So,
Well, people would be feeling pretty bitter.
oh, aye.
Their mates
Aye.
dead.
We didn't know about that then.
No, no.
We knew sense.
What kind of man was he? And he was
The brigadier.
aye,
Oh, an excellent man.
an excellent
Well,
man.
keep that for me. Yes.
Yes. But that was just too much.
Oh, aye, I didn't go through the pockets. I quite feel a lot of skirmishes after that.
Now, what about prisoners? You'd be taking German prisoners.
Oh, aye. As long as his hands is that.
What would you be doing with them?
Oh, but there's a man that deal for that.
Uh-huh.
You see. You know, back to a holding area.
A holding area.
You see, you hand it over to somebody else. You know, further back.
Makeshift camp.
Aye. Make sure it comes.
And of course, the Germans would be taking.
Oh, aye, it's the same thing. But we would overrun there and release the boys. We couldn't wait to see what they were of it.
Is that right?
Oh, aye.
You would break into a camp and
Aye, I would just overrun
set your own.
the Germans and then,
Aye.
you see, and as I said, we had a few skirmishes after that, but nothing serious, you know, just very annoying kind of stuff because people getting killed, they shouldn't be killed at all, you know, just,
Aye. Picked off.
you never knew though they started shooting at you.
Right.
And then sometimes they'll let you go through and take you on behind.
All right.
You see, this is the thing, you see. So anyway, we finished up landed in a place called the Jelly.
Where's that?
It's in North Africa,
Uh-huh.
on the coast. And this is where we did all our training for Sicily.
All right.
Boat training.
All right.
All this barges and loading and unloading and falling in the water and getting wet and all this. That had to be done. And then we went into Malta before we went into Sicily.
Right.
You see, Beef Montgomery came there and gave us a lecture. Praised us, you know.
So you got to meet them.
All the part I was said there, boy.
Oh,
Okay. Forgetting this camera. And then off to Sicily. We walked we walked waist high on the water. You'll see a photo of it in the book. And nothing happened. And then the shelling started. And we were lying in a field and rows like tomatoes.
Really?
Yes. To be back in August, like they would do it. It was a nasty kind of war. It was a hit and run too. Nothing organised, not big battles, but they could go on and very, very, like they're using houses and old barns and that, all fortified, you see. And it's different to the desert, you see, altogether. It's a close country.
Right.
Those olive trees and all this, you see there. And you're getting caught there and that. We didn't lose a lot of men there. We lost some men, yes. Anyway, there was a battle you lost men anyway. I think we'll be a month in Italy. I was Italy.
A month in Sicily.
Aye. But halfway through Sicily, you see, I took malaria. And back to Cairo. Plane back to Cairo. Not only me, a lot of back to Cairo. You see? I'll be there maybe 10 days. You see? Now, a panic came on. You see, Sicily was, by the time I came back, Sicily was finished. There was very little to do in Sicily.
Right.
But we came up to what they called a holding camp. All this, from all units into this big holding camp, you see. But we didn't know, well, nothing was they knew at the time either. There was a panic on with the Yanks, you see, Salerno. They were pushed back into the sea, you see, and we were going back to our own units.
Right.
So we never got back to our own units. I was on a destroyer, you see. But then the two of Italy, you see. I was in the fifth half church. And I say, one of them get killed so far, and how many of them were killed here? Anyway, we got that sorted out too. And then, yeah, it was terrible. And,
How do you mean terrible?
well, they're packing for very little. It's not rich as long as they're running with armour.
All right.
They can't. None of that's foot slow.
No.
As long as they had support, they were brave.
I see.
You see. But I'll be there. I don't know how long I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there a month anyway. We said that, what do you call the thing that erupts?
Volcanoes.
Aye.
Aye.
We're at the bottom of that,
Uh-huh.
you see. And that it pushed on, and we all went back to our units too. And we were then on the boat, came into somewhere in England, I don't remember where.
So you were with the Hampshires?
I was at the Hampshire side and came home now. We got 6 weeks. No, we didn't. It was 2 weeks, I think, would be the limit. I can't remember. Leave
Back home to Golspie.
back home to Golspie. And then 1944, 1945, we were getting ready for the Second Front, you see. So we did severe training there, boats again.
So how long were you away in the desert and all other places, Sicily?
Over 2 years, so, huh?
That's without coming back to this.
Oh, yes. Oh, we're going well.
You must have lost an awful lot of comrades.
Oh, well, you'll see that there, boy. Lots of people there, and you go just at your.
What percentage do you think you were losing?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Well, half. You're losing. No.
Well, in some cases, just, you see, shelling, as far as the shelling went, unless you got a direct hit, it didn't do an awful lot of damage.
No.
No. It would do more damage to the Germans if they were, what they call a creeping barrage. You see, every 2 or 3 minutes you walked 100 yards and then the barrage lifted.
I see.
You know, it's getting at every 100 yards. Going forward all the time, we're coming right up on it, you see. And then you don't have much, unless you're in a huge bomb.
Right.
But it's the machine guns, the mortars, and the hand-to-hand.
That was pretty grim.
Oh, yeah. When they jump onto the ground, well, you don't know they're there, but the guns, you didn't seem to worry. We didn't seem to worry with the artillery.
How did you feel? Did you feel fear?
Eh?
Were you afraid now of action?
Well, you'd be foolish to say you weren't.
No, right.
You see. Nothing saying you go on. There's no such thing as a brave man.
No.
It's a foolish man, is it? There is such a thing as a foolish man. You see. There's no such thing as a brave man.
No.
It's there and you've got to, you know what's there and you have to get here.
Was there men that couldn't go through?
Oh, yes. I've seen them like Burns. Crying.
Is that right? Oh.
Oh, that's what they were. Bomb happy. It's a shame to see them.
But these were men that would have started out
Oh, aye, just like me.
and then
But
be worn down by the constant barrage.
I can stand something that you cannot, you know.
Aye.
You see. Well, we used to get in the Italians and the Germans covered in their slip trenches, crying after one war overrun them. Never came out.
They just wouldn't come out.
Couldn't have come out, they were just terrified.
Aye.
You see.
These
So
are
both sides.
But those are the things you don't hear about.
Oh, no. I'm happy to call them.
But
It wasn't funny to see.
no.
And if he's not taken away, if you don't get him out of the way, you'll be with him. It gets to you.
Oh, I see.
Like that.
Right.
Against you. As long as it's...
You would lose your own nerve, as it were.
Oh, well, you're trying to help him, and he's not wanting to do this, and he's not wanting to do that. It's wicked. Oh, yeah. And especially when they no, we'll go up. We're here now. We're in England.
You'd come back to England with the Hampshires.
Aye. And we're home.
That's right.
We're back to Much Haddam in Hertfordshire. Like camp there. The more training, that's all it was, you see, so training. The well, listen, had, we'll be in there for about 6 weeks, you see. And fatigues and all this. I went in, I was in fatigues in the morning, you see. And I went on fatigues then for the next 24 hours. Go out, went to the QM, you see. Part of Master. Look here, I don't know how I was a desk, I didn't know that. I wasn't that fuzzy anyway. I was on fatigues in the morning. I'm back on fatigues now. Fraser, you work 24 hours a day in the army. Get out. That kind of stuff. So, we're getting leave there and going into London.
Seeing the sights.
Oh, yeah. We're ready to. We're all over England.
Good, London would have been bombed.
Oh, aye. So now, the snipers, we to do it, we're independent then.
Is this when you started your sniping?
No, it's just, just for the second front now.
All right. You weren't a sniper until the second front.
No. No, you said no need for a sniper in the desert.
Right. No, I see.
So, before we left Hampshire, was it Hampshire? Can't remember. The king, he's dead now, and Churchill came out, and we had to give a demonstration, the snipers. On this target, the target, and then you did the moving target,
right,
and then you did the snap shooting, and they stood watching you. That's what he said. Very good.
Here.
So we did give a demonstration to them, but it's only myself and Philip Mackenzie that could do it. The snap shooting.
Right.
Oh, aye.
Now, where's Mackenzie?
Mackenzie came from Everton.
Edmonton.
Dead too now. We'd give a demonstration there.
Well, that was quite an honour in itself, I suppose, to be chosen.
Well, we never thought that.
I didn't think that, no.
And
did you do all right at that?
Oh, aye. Oh, cool. He's cool as a king of it.
Yeah.
That never seemed to bother me.
No.
But if it did, well, I want to be here, maybe.
That's right.
See, I don't know that. Well, it was a job. It's funny I'm saying that, but that's what it was. It's a job. It's either you or him. Yeah. First man in. Anyway, now we're off at the second front. All of the boats going across, and we're halfway there. We didn't know where we were going, you see. We knew, but we had nothing official until we're more or less about 300 yards from the French coast. And then you didn't need to be told. No, never seen the like of them in my life. It was all balloons. Thousands and thousands of balloons over the beach.
Yeah.
But the plane's going to get down.
All right. Of course.
Did you hear any?
It hit the balloons.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get through the balloons, you see.
No.
The whole, where we got, to massive balloons. So we were down there. But we weren't in the first end, we were in the second air. Some of them was in, but we were in. So we went in London. Oh, let's do this. But 2 days after that, it wasn't so funny. We were in, can't remember the name of the places now. Ronville. It's a nasty place. Anyway, we were on a big bridge. The paratroopers were this place was there. The paratroopers all the gear. This is a trail. They're hanging in the trees.
Is that right?
Oh dear.
The Germans would just be picking them off as they were coming out of the sky.
Waiting, huh?
Just waiting for
Oh.
them.
So, will it be far inland, maybe 7 miles of bridge here, in depth. That's not much. It'll push you back to the sea. But we survived that anyway, all the whole crowd did. Picking away. And,
Quite a bit of fighting there, though.
Eh?
Quite a bit of fighting.
Oh, aye. Nasty fighting. First class troops.
The Germans,
Oh, so they're there for easy.
of course. Front
Right.
line.
Oh, I don't know Italians.
No.
They're gonna fight. I love that try. First class troops, hardly given. We used to call them the para boys.
Yeah.
Oh, they were. They really were. Not even. They're all young. All 20, all after. But then, very slow, it took a very long time, about August, I think, when we broke through. But we had a big battle at Caen.
Well, I've heard of
Big
that.
hard struggle there. Again, the para boys.
Was that be SS?
Aye, there was only two. Oh, 2 days fighting already. And then when you get down, it's hand to hand. When you get into the town.
Hand-to-hand fighting with a bayonet.
Oh, aye. You get a bit, you'll gain a street or something, and now they're coming in from behind you. You see, would it come in?
That must have been terrifying.
Oh, aye. But then the big boys, they come in, they bypass them, they come in from behind. You see. Well, you got captured. You see. So now we went further on, and typhoons, planes they call typhoons.
I know, I've heard of them.
Well. And the war was moving that fast, you see, that when the planes left for France, we'll say, in England here, you see, the ground, the Germans were on the ground,
Right.
when they left for them, but when they came over us, it's us that got it. We said, aye, the thing was moving that fast.
Of course.
We commanded it. Our men lost, transport lost, and not the typhoon. You've seen it coming out, yeah? Oh, no, not sure. We'll cost not sure. Americans. Nothing to do with them, but just that they were moving that fast.
Right.
The ground was, we had it.
Now, at this point, you're still in the Hampshires.
No, I'm
Back in the
in Medicals now.
Right.
We're in Germany now.
Aye.
Hampshire was sometimes in Sicily.
Oh, I see. So you're back with the Seaforths.
Yes, oh, aye, you're back for Seaforth. So, well, we just moved on. The next battle was maybe 2 miles away. But a lot of skirmishes. Nothing, no set pieces, in other words, you see. Nothing organised. They're running away, you see. And couldn't give up to that. You see. Now we're somewhere in France, in Only Harb. Struggle with that port. Big struggle to get it. It's all artillery and that. There were pillboxes. And rain and everything like that.
Rain.
And you're lying in it. You're lying in the tracks.
Aye.
Get away from the shelling. Oh, yeah. I said on the about seen motorway on the further up on the right. I can't remember which it was. We got a batch of them there. An officer, Germans. Right Germans.
Yeah.
We never seen this coming. So we took them in, you see. I should not tell you this, but was very well short. Took them in. COs here. Okay, but that, oh, they were good soldiers, but they were surprised, you see. Come up anything about it, we surprised them. There's two snipers. They were taking a step off then, you see, the revolvers and that. No dangerous, you see, those are just, you don't know what they want to do. So, this is not in the book, right? I don't know how I was severely reprimanded. I've gone through them, taking that stuff off them, you see. Well, there's ammunition and that. This off, I don't know what wrong she had. They spat in my face.
You spat in your face.
Right in my bloody face, I did that. Well, I did. The officers, our officers. It's illegal.
You hit him?
I shot him.
Well, you shot him?
Oh, aye. He was spitting on me. Noise about that. I was up for 2 days after that. The coat. For it. Well, I suppose I just said, no. I don't know what I said. It's war and it's all fair and that. Well, but they spat on you. That's what they thought of me. I dropped down with their feet. And walked away. And then I walked away fast after me. No, just run after me. Because not many people had seen it.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. But at the time it was the right, and still that it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But she would have done it on me.
Aye. Well, there's no doubt.
Yes. Anyway, lots of struggles. And most of this, it was hard to get. Do you know what I mean? They're fighting with their own ground now, you see.
Right.
But now we're in Belgium. It came to New Year, Christmas, New Year. Snow. Again, you ever heard of the Battle of the Bulge?
Yes, I have.
Well, that's it. That was the answer again.
Uh-huh.
They went through them like a those assaults, the Germans.
Really?
Oh, they're very near what do you call it? What do you call the capital of Belgium?
Brussels.
Brussels. They're very near there.
Right.
And we were rushed up. Right again. And that was snow, what's the line in the snow, day and night.
Lying in the snow.
Oh, aye. Am I doing anything else?
Why was it the Seaforths that were chosen to...
Well, that's just only out of it, you see. The whole of our division was in it.
Right.
Not just the Seaforths, the whole of the division was in it.
Right.
You see. But we were just part of it.
Okay.
But then some parts will get off light and some parts be sticky.
Right.
You see, it all depends on the ground and that, you know, you could...
Of course, the Americans got terrible hammering.
Oh, well, they no weight, and they're all right as long as I've got armour then.
Right.
You see.
But foolhardy, see.
No, yes, you know, we don't boast it up, you see. Anybody can fight behind a tank.
Sure.
You see, well, that's kind of weird, was it?
So what happened then?
Well, we had to go in and or slaughter on both sides again.
Terrible.
Oh, and it was wooded, that was worse.
Wounded.
Wood.
Oh, wooded.
Aye.
I see.
Oh, then I think it was 2 days or 3 days at the most. And I don't think we actually won it. You know, we would have won it, that's not the point. They ran out of petrol, the Germans. They cannot forward now.
Right.
All their supplies was back.
They were stretched.
Aye, they were stretched. And that's, I think, that was the actual way it finished.
Right.
We had them in the back then, when I'd done that. So from there...
So did they leave a lot of their equipment?
Oh, yes. We went to a place. Oh, went to one. You have to have the Nijmegen
No, I haven't.
in Holland. Big bridge there. And they could flood the ground that we were on,
All right.
you see. But we had to go on and take over from the Yanks. Well, you know this, I never have a lesson left. Food that they left. You think you're on a hotel.
The Americans left.
Yes, and we had it. So none of us had it. We were fed like painting costs, but
Now, how were you for food up to that point?
oh, go on, not too bad for
Not
food.
too bad.
Well, lived of the land, we kill a pig,
Right.
put it to the cooks. No concerned whose it was.
No.
Oh, used to read the tatty fields,
Yeah,
sort of lead something.
of course.
It's all the good cause.
Yes, absolutely.
But when in Holland, well, like, you know what happened in Holland, so that it was static then. It was what the
Right.
it's all canals and that, and just wee battles. You ain't never had ground all the time. And then, and the German, the proper. What day to? A big part of the Reichswald forest. And again, it's the worst place on earth to be in a battle. It's funny to tell you, between the shells and the trees, the densest. And then that was the Seaforth Highlanders.
Secret line.
That was in front of us.
Right.
Oh, we'd be on there a week anyway. Whistled it out.
Ah,
Come on, you English bastards. Whoever could say, aye, I'm not close to you.
really.
Oh, aye.
Just look out in the garden there.
Yes, that's enough. Hear them yet? Come on, you English bastards.
You didn't like
If we were
it.
English. What? But that's right, that I'm 10 years it was. A lot of stuff I cannot remember.
There'd be bitter hatred.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Apart from maybe that man spitting in your face.
Oh, aye, well, you get that anyway. Arrogant.
I know.
Arrogant. He was, but he was well up,
Yes.
you know, he was well down. You see. But, no, we had to go then to a rest. And the rest was we had to go to a camp, a prison camp. It was for the British.
All right.
It was overrun, you see.
All right.
And that was for the Germans. And we were guarding it, you see, for maybe 3 weeks for that big camp. No, just a second.
Now, what's this here?
That's a photo frame that German made for me. That's two of them.
Really?
That's the name of the camp, Sandbostel.
Oh, I see.
Is it all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a brother of mine, he's dead. And he'll do anything for you. He did your laundry, he made your bed, he carried your food. I can't remember Carl, he was Carl something.
Yeah.
And that's two photographs like that I must have to state.
And
That's
he-
the name of it.
So not all Germans were bad.
Oh, no. He made a horse, a wooden horse, with a red Indian sitting on top of it all the time. And a wee tomahawk.
Really?
And I don't know where it is.
Oh, that's pretty. Right.
Yeah, here's that. And then what? So, they said to me on the cookers, oh, there's deer, you see, out there. Oh, could do a beast. Oh, is that? Oh, aye. Oh, they're over there. Oh, quite a bit away. So, I said to her, oh, come, no. This is a job you do alone. You don't take the army with you.
No.
It's all scrub, you know. I'll never get that very far. Some bastard took a shot at me. Oh, there's civilian service.
Really?
That's a place like this, you know.
Right.
Unless,
Fortunately.
well, this devil's left, yeah. Have to get there, so. Anyway, we got finished there and Lee Harv was terrible. It really was.
Really great.
Into that post. In a sense, it was and it wasn't, because it was all fortified. It was fortified the wrong way. It was fortified from invasion from the sea.
All right.
All the big guns and everything was out to sea, but we were coming in from the land.
Right.
But still we had a struggle. Again, the big guns were no use to the Germans.
No. Fortunately.
Oh, aye. And while that part of their downfall. But 2 days before it finished, you were hearing the demolitions, destroying everything. Before we got into Lee Harv, it said. You see. But when we got into Lee Harv, we went to see the stores.
The stores.
The stores, right. German stores.
Right, sure, all their equipment and
Everything. So now, another place we were in. Tell that then to the hillside.
all right.
Well, there was bedrooms, there was everything on earth. All in shallies inside. And
In the rock.
And we went up now. What's the steel on them? We went up with a shock of our lives. They were lying there with a big periscope there. And I could see everything. Every move that you made.
Is that right? Yeah.
Great craftsman.
Yes.
So, while we were running out now, you see, they were running and we could hardly keep up to them. And it came to the end, you see now, when they were, you want to say to go out on your own. So it was still in war, you see.
Sure.
It was quiet, but you didn't know friend from foe. So you weren't allowed out on your own. So, now we're on guard this night. And if you're told to halt, you halt. But they didn't. You see. I said to the fellow, oh no, I can't remember his name. That checkpoint it was. Straight through. I emptied the magazine in the back of the pocket.
Aye.
Oh, I never heard no more about it. Somebody messed up it.
Who was it that you shot?
Germans.
It was Germans, did you say?
They were still coming in. But they were non-combatant in a sense. You see, but when you're told to halt, you halt. If not, you shoot.
Right.
You see, that's what happened. And then there's an inquiry then, you see, who fired the shot. Right? And the corporal or the sergeant who was himself the job. They just box you up, you see. Nothing else they could do.
Well, of course. So there's no more said about it.
Well, economy is just war.
That's right.
But it was actually, for them, it was actually over.
Right.
But they got through, they thought they would go through. They did go through. But that was never followed up. Somebody was go right into the back of the truck.
Right.
But,
Was that the end of the war then?
oh, more or less, that was the end of it. I was a lot of stuff that I can't remember. But
But as a sniper, there was maybe some incidents you could tell me about when you were on your own.
oh, a lonely job on your own.
A lonely job. What would happen? You'd be sent away out?
Well, you knew you had the map and you knew where you were and you knew where they were, you see. And I'll be sent out. Oh, bring a man with you. No. Do this alone. And as I was going out, it's a crossroads, you see. A huge tree. When I stopped, I was picked up off this, and I looked through this way. There's the other side. It's a crossroads. And I couldn't understand how they was getting all this damage done at the crossroads. There were tracks on it.
Right.
The German artillery was hitting it all the time. So, Lord me, here's two men up in this tree. And I said, nope, I can't do this myself. I went back and I got Mackenzie. Oh, yes, and that's one each, you see. So, both fired it. Down they came. Well, if they did, the step that fell round us.
Really?
Oh, aye. They seem to spot you on the area. You see. Now, the other thing was, all that killers are seen there. You cannot just come in and say, I killed you. Well, I killed two, man. Right? You got to prove you did that. And the way you can prove that is get his badges.
All right.
Oh. Right, you came in and said, you did this, you did that. And then when you get the badges, well, they depend on that too. Because then they know exactly who is in front of them.
What regiment?
Yes, but this has happened to be, in the case that I did, but see the Poles, or Czechs or something like that. And they were, there was no Germans with them, or no combatant. They were monks, you see.
I see.
They couldn't have anything. They would have their force down there.
I see.
What you see? So, you have their account then for your action. The nation, the whole mob. If you're there alone, that just, or two of you, you got to account for, you got to have your identification.
Right.
How are you going to get it? That doesn't seem to bother them. But there's always two of you when you do that, because one's covering the.
Right.
You know what he's lying. If he is lying. That's the other thing. He can spot you and he can follow, but you have to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
They just get you.
So a very, very dangerous job.
Oh, hardly dangerous job. And if you're got, you see, you know, captured. They don't take me.
They don't.
No. That's the law.
That's the law.
Oh, that's like what they do. We do the same.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, you're shot. You know that after you do it.
Well, you say there's no such thing as a brave man, but
No such a thing as a picture. Well,
everybody was giving their maximum effort, I suppose.
well, in our team,
Yes.
we don't do anything, you see.
I mean, it was an evil enemy you're up against, and you knew that.
You see, we had on Salisbury Plain, you know. And we had the right heavy training with big trenches. And then maybe two tanks over the top of you.
Aye.
Oh, aye. That's part of it.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun, aye? It sounds fun, eh?
Well, thanks.
Oh, aye, we did all that.
Yeah.
Oh, aye. Oh, did we?
Tell me, did you get a lot of Germans as a sniper?
Oh, yes, a lot of.
You were quite successful.
Very successful.
Very successful.
He used to very good. But, and they were still hard.
No?
No, but the rifle touches it. The sound carries.
Right.
You see. And we get my heart, my whatever it was.
All right.
Stick on the end of the beam and do that above the trench. And when about 2 minutes until I start firing.
Aye.
And then you'll mate, sing what it was, and he snapped him.
Right.
Oh, that's a weird way. Yet we kill to be kind.
Was there any times where a sniper was tracking you?
Oh, I'm sure there was. We don't know that.
No.
You see. Well, we've seen that coming up, currently at the hedges, you know.
Ah.
And we'll just let it come in. Maybe 100 yards, maybe less. It doesn't matter.
It was just a case of
Pop them off.
you were fortunate enough to have seen the enemy.
Oh, aye.
If not-
First up, best rest.
That's right.
You see.
Is there any particular incident as a sniper that you do remember?
No, that was the only one, wasn't it? No, so. They're all the same, you see. It.
There was a story I did hear that you had to hide in a meeting or something.
Well, I'll show you that.
Oh, right.
That was at Holland, that's where it was on the roof.
Oh, that's right.
And all I was seeing was a signal. And we did it again until the next thing came on from the same signal. And then it's in the signal with the clock.
Right.
Well, I said the next thing I was looking at. Of course, I had the telescope too, you see.
Right.
And it was not thatched roof, that's just how it was, you see. And the chimney was sitting at the chimney. And half of his body was on the other side, you see, you know what I mean?
I know.
I'm looking up. And he just gave me it in, made the mistake once. I just go. I waited till they even came around with their ambulance.
Really?
Took him away.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they didn't know you were there?
I didn't know I was there.
No.
But they were watching me from the battalion off.
Right.
Oh, please. Then we'd listening posts. We'd go that night. Me and the German recruit and listening,
Right.
you see. But come in, you'd go in the dark, stay there. Come in the morning. Now I one night, I went off. I felt lonely. You had your head. And there. When I came back, and the next morning, the Germans had coming in from one of the companies. Took picked two men out of it, and away with it.
Aye.
Oh, aye. But they were cops, so we caught them again. But you know why you could expect anything. And that's what you got. And,
You'd be well prepared.
oh, aye. Very sharp, boy.
It must be very wearing to be on your guard all that time.
21, 22, you don't know, buddy boy.
You don't worry. No.
That's the way it finished up, isn't it? That's a job.
It was a job.
And if you didn't do it, he did. See, you want him.
Yeah. How far away from your own regiment would you travel? Into German lines?
No, it's no man's land you went into.
Well, no man's land.
Well, I would be maybe half a mile out.
On your own.
Oh, aye. I went off on a bicycle once.
Really?
Aye. It's in that book. And I'm not right to be there. You say, I think you're right, Dad.
Yes.
I'm not, you're not right to be there. No. Machine gunner, sir. It's a no where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I threw caution to the one now. But I started to do it once. It paid off.
It did.
It did. I was watching it all the time, you see, what it was. They were 2 or 3 of them all the time. You were seeing them going back and forward. Well, I left my mark. And one thing I always think about was a canal, high bombs, up to the top of the mark. And they were on the other side of it, you see.
Right.
And waiting there. I always think it was the only mistake I ever made, I think. It didn't no mistake. But I didn't know the end of it. He came out of it. I don't know where he came out of. They turned round and I'd run off, I'm not sure.
Really?
And in back.
You shot him in the back?
Yeah. I went Holland too. Shouldn't be telling you that's the things you don't want to hear.
Well, it's the thing
Well, that's
that
on
happen.
video now.
Mhm. But it's a real hard end of war, isn't it?
Oh boy. No idea. How much that's what it's like. It's wonderful what you can take though.
What your nerves can stand.
Oh, because wonder what you can take. You come in then after it's all over and have a game of cards. And nothing happens. Well, it won't do any with it, would it? Couldn't be any other way.
No. I suppose not.
Never think about it. Come on and play pontoon, I was thinking.
That's what you play.
And you see, a lot of people, a lot of soldiers are getting watches and revolvers and knickknacks off the prisoners, you see.
Right.
Mr. Fraser, he wasn't. I was getting money. You see? I know talk about belonging one of them. And we're still using the same money as us, from the same country.
Right.
You see, you're in Holland, you're using the Dutch money. And Belgium, you're using the France, and Germany, you're using the Dutch one. You see. So now, when I came to the end of the war, and I got up at Ostend, you see, and you can change your money there. And I'm no one to tell you, I want to lie, I don't know what I had on me. But all that money that I had, taken off the prisoners, was all changed into pound shillings of pence. You see. So a fellow, Leslie Fraser, same name as myself, when you were up for letting it raised late too. He says, Ernie, where do you get all that money? I says, I got all that money because I wasn't left in that pay.
They wouldn't be any the wiser.
Well, that's a fact of life, boy.
Yeah.
And then some of them realised we're going for the wrong stuff.
Yes.
I was going for the guilders and the francs. Changed it all.
Yeah.
I took my rifle home. Sniping rifle.
Right. You managed to take that home.
Well, it took it off a sniper, you see. A German one.
Sorry?
A German one, like.
Well, German's
Took it
sniper's
off.
rifle.
And I said, I'm taking this home. Oh, lovely. It really was a lovely. Bloomed. It was bloomed. Now, he had to go through customs there from Dover.
All right.
And with a grey coat, you see. And I was tied a barrel inside the coat. And I met a man from Dumbeath and Caithness. He had the stock.
Right.
I got through and he got through. And it was what do you call it? A man listener.
At what time?
A man listener.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
No. It was all right for everybody, but then he couldn't get the ammunition.
All right.
Because there's a club. So I sold it to a gamekeeper. Well, they're one of the big estates. They are all Czech people coming down. And I did, that was beautiful, right?
Maybe you should have kept it.
Maybe I should have done that, but
Souvenir.
that wasn't well. I was at
Not
the
to
deal at the time too here, you see.
Right.
No, I didn't have binoculars. I'd have paid binoculars. Anything I had, I gave it away to somebody else when I could.
Right.
I kept the money.
I'm sure you've seen enough of war anyway, and the souvenir. I'm sure you've seen enough of war and all its souvenirs.
Oh, definitely. Now, so there was some ribbons through there.
Right.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Campaign ribbons and that. Trying to get.
I wouldn't mind seeing them.
You will see that. There you go.
It'd be nice to put them on the video.
What is?
Well, I think so, yes. Why not?
All right.
No, Ernie.
No.
No, that's fine. No, Ernie, I see you've got some medals there. 7 altogether.
Make it up. You seen that?
Well, that's quite a...
Do you see it in the camera?
Oh, yes. 7 medals. I'll bring it closer. I'll just take it off you now and I'll just show it closer to the camera. There we are. Well, that's quite impressive.
You happy?
Yes, thank you.
No, you're not.
Well, now, yes, indeed, this is very interesting.
That's the journey.
This is the journey. And you started off Suez. And it shows all the
All the battles, isn't it?
All the battles. And you were in every one?
Did I miss any?
I don't think so. I did.
No.
And a lot of good men lost along that line, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Now on the back, there's a
Now, what's on the back? Let me see.
the dates. I think it is the dates and
Alright. Everything's on the back.
the places you were. I'll just
Anything
hold
I left out is there.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just hold that. From June 1942, November 43.
That doesn't include, you see, Western Europe.
No,
That's just the African campaign.
that's just the African campaign. Well, you've certainly had quite an experience.
It's all history by now.
It's all history.
All the battles are there.
But now so far on after the Second World War, do you think it was worth it?
Oh, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I often wonder who won the war. You know what I mean?
Right.
The Germans were far better off than us at the back of the war than, I'm not saying they are now, but they were better treated. And everything.
Aye.
So it made us wonder what we were fighting for. What? That was all for any, it's power, isn't it? Power.
All politics.
Well, definitely politics. Well, that's all.
The Highland soldiers certainly contributed quite a
Oh, yeah. Nobody knows.
great deal. Do you think the Highlander was recognised properly?
The Highland soldiers, you see, by the time we left Africa, there wasn't that many of them left.
There weren't many left.
You've been reinforced all the time.
Yes.
You sent some command from Highland, yes, but a lot of English one. And good English one, as I said, and Robert.
Well, of course.
But you see, the Irish kind of Indians, wrong side, yeah. All kind of troops.
Yeah. And of course, you were all comrades.
Certainly, all comrades.
Yeah.
You smoked, I smoked. And you had to smoke.
You had to.
Well, that's just on your comfort your head.
The only comfort you had.
And you couldn't smoke at night,
I know.
like a star, boy.
Right. Calmed the nerves, I suppose.
And I'll tell you something more. You prayed.
We prayed.
Yes.
Well, I've heard the expression "no foxes in a no atheists in a foxhole."
No.
That's the way it goes.
You prayed, boy. The big battle, you prayed. But you went in. No shame to see it.
No.
Any good to know, I don't know anything that happened in just as was.
Was there many ministers?
Oh, yeah, the padre all the time.
A padre all the time.
Oh, yeah. He did the dead, you see. He carried a blanket on top of your back. You know.
Right.
You know what that was for? That's for your body.
How do you mean?
Your body. You got a spare blanket.
A spare blanket.
Like rolled up.
Uh-huh.
You see, in your kit.
Right.
You know, so when you're killed, you're sewn up in the blanket.
Is that right?
And then they were a very for it. And then the Graves Commission came around and looked at the bodies.
My goodness.
You see your discs around your neck. And that's for your identification. 2 discs.
Right.
If you lost them, well, it's no man's grave, isn't it?
That's right.
Oh, aye, that's not bad. Your name and number.
And that was important, of course.
Oh, very important. Very important. You just left, you went off, you left, the father was left. Then they would come in and pick them up.
Right.
Bury them with the fail. They took a what do you call it on it? A beating of it.
Your record.
And then went back and said their life to London.
Did you ever get to know about the concentration camps?
No.
You never knew about that?
No. It was more of the Russians that came in on that side, from that side.
Oh, I see.
Aye. We came to just outside Berlin.
Aye.
With the Russians.
So you managed to get from the desert right up to Berlin?
Yeah. I'm not saying anything about it.
You got there.
We used to unload the ships to at Tripoli. All the stores and plenty of drink there, you know.
Right.
You know, something out that night. What the boss is doing you? And it was really a shame because a lot of it was hospital room.
Oh, really?
Oh, aye. Never thought of that.
No.
What parties there, boy?
I suppose you needed it as much as anybody.
Oh, aye, definitely. But
that's what it was.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it didn't go away bottle. Drink.
No.
Oh, no.
You had to have your
We
wits
didn't know
about
you
you.
what's up with you.
Yes.
But there was no drinking bottle. Not after it.
No.
We never got that.
No.
The officer said it. But we never had that.
No.
Beer would have beer in different things.
So then did the war ended when you were in Berlin?
Yeah.
That was it.
It's a place called, let's see. Where South was that's where we, after I said South was the place where we go. Well, no, this is no use to me. This is just Africa.
Right, it doesn't go far enough.
No. Didn't go further than that. There's no one, nothing, second front.
No.
You see. But that's it.
Well, it's been a most interesting
That's the history
conversation with you.
I can give you.
Well. And then you just came straight back to Golspie after Berlin? That was it over then?
Well, I didn't get out. You went out in groups, numbers, that's how you came in. You didn't, you know. I went out in April 46,
Right.
discharged. And then you had it. For 3 months we had the army leave in case something started up again.
Oh, I see. So you
You
still
paid
called.
then for 3 months.
Right.
I think it was 3 months, and maybe I'm wrong with that. And then you're officially discharged.
Right. And you just had to get on with life the best you could as normal.
Oh, aye.
That was
Back to the rifle again.
Back to the rifle again. To this time for deer.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
I'll show you that German
been
program
most-
book. You want to see that German program book?
Yes, indeed.
There's nothing left of it actually. Oh no, listen. Maybe I cannot get it. So those are ribbons. A ribbon for every one of them.
Right.
A long ribbon, you see. Maybe 2 rows of them.
Right.
That is it, what you get.
That one there. That's
That one there.
Okay.
Right, it's all yours.
And you're saying de Gaulle
The goal,
presented this to
I he's the president of France, not what he was, he
you?
did.
Yes, sure.
You can do that. Oh, you're doing it.
Yes. And this is a picture of you in 1942.
Beirut, I think Beirut is written on the back of it.
Very handsome. Sounds pure. That's right.
This is
Beirut,
done in
1942. Oh, yes. And this is the this was your
Record. It's what is written on it.
soldier service and pay book. And now what have we got inside?
Oh,
Award-
Hagen inoculations and
Yes. And it says he awarded can't say that now.
Corrigan.
Croix de Guerre with Bronze Star, Part 2, Order Number 72, 12th of May 1945. Mentioned in dispatches, dated 10th of May 45. Very good.
Are you happy?
Very happy. Thank you very much. And a souvenir taken from a
Prisoners. A short prisoners.
shot prisoner.
One of my captives.
One of your captives. Which had money in it at the time.
Oh,
Sad to think. There you are.
that's it.
Thank you very much.
Now you take that book with you.
I will. And
When you take it back someday.
indeed.
Don't be too long.
No, I
I'll
won't.
be getting nervous.
Well, thank you very much once again for a wonderful interview.
As long as you're happy.
Oh, I'm happy now.
You can do everything else that's happened. What are you doing? Oh, I'm going to photo you.
I just record the photograph.